Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're back on Forza Horizon 4 and we have some absolutely brilliant, fantastic and amazing news. Mitsubishi has returned to the Forza series. Wow, that is a great, great piece of news here. Uh, Today the game's just been updated and of course we've just received 7 Mitsubishis which were originally in Forza Horizon 3. Here they are in all their glory. But they're all available for free. You didn't have to pay for this DLC. All you have to do is load in, download the new update, and here you go. 7 brand new Mitsubishis into the game. Although technically not really brand new because they were in Horizon 3. They've just been transferred to Horizon 4. Now we kind of got the idea that these cars were returning back into Horizon 4 after we saw them in a live stream. However, YouTubers are saying that they've played on the beta game before, and they've said that whatever you see in there may not be actually in the real game, and seeing those Mitsubishis in the live stream doesn't mean we'll see them. However, I thought that when we saw them, I think that if they wasn't supposed to have Mitsubishi in the game, because Mitsubishi is not allowing Turn 10 to have their cars in the game, that technically they're breaking licensing rules and laws, as at the end of the day they're using a Forza platform or a Turn 10 platform to advertise Mitsubishi indirectly by having it in there as a video within a game with cars they shouldn't have. So I thought they must release this as a game, must release these, otherwise they might be breaking some kind of law. There might be a grey area or a loophole involved there, but I just think that there might be a copyright or a licensing rule there with presenting a car through a game, through a video. I don't know whether I'm making sense to you, but either way, I'm just so glad we got Mitsubishi back. Although I have spotted that we have got a car that wasn't in Horizon 3, and that is here, the Mitsubishi GTO. Now, I think that's meant to be a 3000 GTO, because there is a thing called a GTO, and that's like a 2-litre V6 car, which I think that's what it is, but they do look relatively similar in that teeny little picture. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at every single one of these, and give them a bit of a drive about, and see how they sound. Then we've got the new car pass cars for the month, so we're starting on the 17th, which is this Thursday. We've got the brand new 2019 Porsche 911 Carrera S and the 1993 Porsche 968 Turbo S. Now, one fun fact I'll give you about the 968, that the engine in that car ended up in the Jaguar S-Type and the XJ. Bet you didn't know that. Well, you probably did, but that's an interesting fact there. So hopefully we might even be receiving an S-Type, Jaguar S-Type. That'd be brilliant. I've been wanting that car in this game for a long time, as you may know. Moving on, we got the next week, we've got the 2005 Honda NSX-R GT. Now, I thought this was a Gran Turismo concept of some kind, or Gran Turismo related car, so I thought we would never see this in Forza. However, I'm completely utterly wrong, and there we go, it's here. And then we've got this amazing looking thing, a 1929 Mercedes-Benz Super Sport Kurtz Barker Roadster, how it's meant to say. So that's awesome. We've got like a Bentley, the Bentley 8.5 litre or whatever the thing is in this game that's similar to this, what you get from the castle. And then the next week we've got the Hillman Imp and the Opel Kadett A. Now that's weird, an Opel Kadett. They removed the 80s or 70s one from the game, from when it went from Horizon 3 to 4. So hopefully we might get that back, because we've got the older one now, so we might get the newer one later on. Hopefully, anyway. And then the next week we've got the Ford Mustang GT2 Plus 2 Fastback, which is reeking Test Drive Unlimited 2, that car. It's not the Cruise-O-Matic, but that reeks of Test Drive so much, because that was one of the cars in that game, and quite a popular one at that. Then you've got the Ford 1965 Ford Transit to add on to that. So unfortunately we can't view these cars today. We're obviously going to have to wait until these cars have inched their way into being available. But after that, I think I've only got one more update left, and then we're gonna no more car pass cars. So we're gonna have to wait and see. That's for my calculations, but I don't know whether that's true or not. So let's just go and take a look at the Mitsubishis. I'm sure everyone's jumping for joy for this thing, as I am definitely. Contacting server, free cars. There we go. Yes, we need that Media Melmont. So you've got to do the usual process of downloading, because effectively this is like a brand new DLC that's free. That's absolutely brilliant. Says, hey, here you go, Mitsubishi car pack. Get, yes please. installing for you, but it'll be available shortly. So while that's sorting itself out, we can take a look at other details. So we haven't received any other car packs but this one, because we've got the car pass cars down here. Anything new in the Forza Horizon shop? Not yet. I think these will be updated when the Forza Horizon gets updated on Thursday, so it'll be the new cars. Now, I did watch the first 10-20 minutes of their live stream, 1010's live stream yesterday, and they revealed a couple of cars. Now, I think 2 of the cars that are going to be available for the Forza Horizon shop are going to be the Hot Wheels Rip Rod and the Hot Wheels Ford Mustang. As you know, I don't like Hot Wheels cars. I'm quite annoyed about that, but then again, it makes sense adding them in since they already got the 2 Hot Wheels cars in the game already. I prefer to have 4 Hot Wheels cars and that's it, and no more Hot Wheels related stuff. But rather than having a big map with all Hot Wheels stuff as well, I prefer not to have the map, just have the 4 cars bang sorted. But obviously, some people actually love the Hot Wheels stuff, but I detest it. I think that's it in terms of that. Anyway, just got the auction stuff. There was some new features as well of oh, press the wrong button. There's some new features, online features, which I won't go through now, but there was like a team adventure thing that was like a free-for-all adventure. So if you're interested in that, then you've got a brand new system for you. I'm just going to have a quick browse while those other bits are downloading. I can hear my Xbox downloading things now. Whether they've changed the sound on some cars. Now, as you know, I have a big problem with some car sounds in this game. And some of them are absolutely dreadful, but then others are absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously, this Maserati sounds dreadful. Now, hopefully, they've actually updated it. Damn it! They haven't updated it. Go away, Horizon. I want to stay in solo. Yes, I like story mode. Yeah, go. Hey, there we go. Right, so the Maserati is unchanged. Damn it, that's definitely a car I really want them to change the sound of so badly. It sucks, that noise. It should never sound like that. If you haven't watched my video I did about 2 weeks ago, roundabouts, it was I think it was 5 cars that need their engine sounds fixed. Obviously, they're like one of the 5 cars I really need the engine sounds changed so I can actually drive them. Because I'd never drive these cars because they sound terrible. So just while we wait for the thing to do its thing, we go here, notification. It looks like it's downloaded. So let's just go and check out that now. So obviously the Maserati is not updated, which is really upsetting. Hopefully they get round to updating that very soon, otherwise we're doomed. Right, so let's check out the first car, which is the Mitsubishi Galant, and here it is. Now, I love this car a lot, partially for nostalgic reasons, to be honest. Back when I played Gran Turismo 4 for the first ever time, this was my first car I had. So, and it was in white, so I decided to go for white, just for that nostalgic reference there. But of course, the Galant is a cool car. They actually made I think it's a VR6 version. And it has a V6 engine, which I can imagine is quite a nice car. It feels like these things have been in the game ever since the start, though, because they've needed to be in the game ever since the start. Oh, it's so good to see these cars, especially this Mitsubishi Galant. The Galant is something I really like. The only Mitsubishi we're actually missing is the Starion, which was from Motorsport 7. That's the only one we're missing in a minute. But hopefully we might receive that for either car pass or DLCs later on. Of course, if you don't know, they're going to try and prolong the life of this game, and they're going to try and make it last until Horizon 5 comes out, which may be in next gen. So this game might be updated until next gen arrives and when the next Forza Horizon comes out. So obviously we're going to have quite a few DLCs in between there. So I'm really hoping that we'll get quite a lot of cars that I'm wishing for. Alright, so let's do this quick drive up to the house up the top, the 2 million credit house. It feels like these cars have been in the game ever since the start. It really does. It doesn't look abnormal whatsoever. It doesn't even look new. It just looks like they've been there ever since. But it's just amazing to have these cars back. That turbo noise is a tad irritating, and the understeer is a tad irritating as well. But no, the main The turbo noise actually isn't too bad. There are some turbo sounds in Horizon 3 that are just way too overwhelming, as I mentioned previously. Yes, the ability to have to let go of the accelerator and it would just make this massive turbo blow-off noise. Even when you only revved up to about, like, I don't know, 2,000 RPM, and it makes this huge turbo blow-off noise. You just think, really? It's so unrealistic. But in this game it's not too bad, it's only like a little hiss, which is good, it's a bit more realistic. But of course it would make a load of noise if you had a custom turbo on it, but this is standard, so it shouldn't. It sounds exactly the same as it did in Horizon 3 as well, so that's pretty good. Yes, we're only missing 2 Mitsubishis. I did say the Starin, but we are missing the actual GTO as well, the 2-litre one, if that's actually the one I'm thinking of. So that's cool. We've got the little Galant, that's awesome. And then we've got the 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. And also, actually, another one we missed out is the 2006 Eclipse. I think the 2006 one looks a hell of a lot better than this one does. And it's got a V6 as well, where this only has a little 4-cylinder. I'm not sure what colour to go for. Red's alright, I suppose. That looks like a brown. And green, you've got like a matte green, that's very unusual. Like a duck egg blue, and yeah, I don't know what to go for. I can't really go for silver cars in this game because the way how Forza have presented the silvers, like the silver colour, in the car selection menu is awful. It looks like you've got a chrome car, which is rather off-putting when you haven't got a chrome car. And here is the Fast and Furious Mitsubishi Eclipse. That's the only reason why I reckon this car's in this game, is because it's a reference to Fast and Furious. But it would be nice to have the later V6 one as well. So technically we're missing 3 at the minute. So we're missing either the 3000 GT, 3000 GTO, which is the one we might have, or it might be the normal GTO. I can't decide. I'll reveal my list again when we select the GTO, so we can find out which one I'm talking about. So there it is in black as well, which looks quite dandy. Actually, I forgot to check out the customization. Let's go and have a quick look at the customization. I thought it felt like I missed something out with the Galant. So let's have a quick look at the customization options. And again, it feels like I've had this car ever since, so it doesn't even feel like I'm doing anything new. It feels like I've just bought this car from the auction house, just like doing my usual that I do when I'm not recording. So let's go to garage and upgrades and tunings, custom upgrades, and we have these. Oh, there's quite a few bits and pieces. Now, I'm not sure what they had in the last game. I can't remember what they had, but these are the customization options we've got for this thing, which are ginormous bumpers and things. If I was tuning it up, I'd probably go for that. And we've got a spoiler, which we've got this boring Forza spoiler. And at the back, we've got loads of these other bumper options, which I would probably go for either that or that, if I was tuning up my car. You've got these side skirts, which look awesome, and then we've got the bonnet as well, which seems to just make 2 grills in the bonnet. Excellent. So there's quite a decent customization for that. But then again, I'm not quite sure if that's original or not. Whether that was in Horizon 3, I can't remember. I haven't played Horizon 3 like for a long time. Annoyingly, it seems that they're stuck to the bad turbo noises in this. That's not too bad. So yeah, there we go. There's the Eclipse. Also, I seem to remember there's a couple of cars that they were at Turn 10 revealed in their live stream the other day, yesterday. One of them was the Maserati Levante S. Now, I can imagine that's going to be another Forza Pond shop exclusive. There's going to be 2 Hot Wheels cars and then there's going to be 2 normal cars. One's going to be the Levante and then there's another one which I can't remember what it is, if there is one. I don't know whether they revealed it or not. But we've got some awesome cars for this car pass this month. Although there are some cars that feel like they're a tad pointless added into the game. Things like the Imp and the Transit Van. Some things like that, they're not pointless per se. They're just... It feels like they're not going to be driven that much because they're just slow old cars. I don't mind slow old cars at all. It's just that I don't often like to drive those things. They just take forever to do anything. Right, now, this is meant to be the 3000 GTO, from memory, but unless they've changed the name slightly, as it got more modernised. I think the best colour for this is red anyway, so I think we'll keep it in red. These things are horrible to insure in the UK, apparently. Because they're quite powerful, and obviously people who like tuning things have like these, so the insurance are quite high in the UK to own one of these. So, after looking at this, we're only missing 3 Mitsubishis so far that I would like to see in this game. First of all, the GTO, the proper GTO, the 2-litre V6 GTO. Then there's the Mitsubishi Starion, which I love that car a lot. That needs to come into this game. It's in Motorsport 7, so they've got no reason why they can just transfer the data over to this game and fine. And then the 2006 Eclipse is the next one, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's have a look at the tunings. Let's go to here, go to here, and let's have a look. Oh, we've got quite a few bumper options again. We've got quite a few bumpers again, quite ugly looking ones, I think. Quite crazy looking spoilers. I'm being rather swift with this because I'm realising that it's going to take forever if I got to review all these like this. And annoyingly, we've got these see-through exhausts again, which is a tad unfortunate, but luckily won't be looking down there too much. So yeah, we've got a few customization options going on there, which look awesome. Now, I think this car from memory was in Motorsport 7. I didn't play Motorsport 7 very long, I only played for about a week. And I seem to remember this is in Motorsport 7, so... good start already. Sounds good already. That sounds pretty good. It sounds a little bit like their Porsche Macan noise, but it's slightly muffled it a little bit. Either way, it sounds good. Handles really well, this car. It hasn't got much of a turbo noise either, which is pleasing for me. You may be able to tell I'm a bit more of a supercharger man than a turbocharger. Yeah, that sounds really good. This is a nice car. I do think the suspension is maybe a tad too high. I think there's sometimes in this game they have presented cars a bit weirdly. Like the Aston Martin DB11 and the Aston Martin Vanquish look really fat and tall in this game, where in real life they're really, really sleek and very low. But for some reason, maybe it's the US spec version of it, that it just has a tendency to be a slightly higher suspension. But there we go. So let's find out the next car, which is the 1999 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6, sorry, GSR. My Roman numerals getting muddled up. So yeah, the Evo 6, as I thought, yeah, good. Evo 4, I wonder what that one was like. I can't remember what that looked like. Let's have a look at the colours. That's a lovely blue, that. Looks good in black. Silver, as I mentioned before, I can't have a silver one, just looks weird. I'm torn on what colour to go for. I quite like it in white, I quite like it in blue, but I like it in black as well. Ooh, decisions. I like to choose different colours to what I had in Horizon 3, but stuff it, I love that blue a lot. I need that blue. It looks really good. There we go. So let's take a look at the... I won't bother going around the Forza Vista too much, just because we kind of know what the car looks like from Horizon 3. And actually, there's a body kit on there. I forgot to look elsewhere for the others. Now, is that the rally car? I must, because sometimes they make up body kits, other times they look like the rally car, the actual rally car that is in real life. I'm not quite sure. My knowledge on rally cars is not brilliant, but I seem to recognise the spoiler from Gran Turismo when I used to play that back in the day. Let's have a look at the customisation options as well, which I can imagine pretty much going to be the same sort of thing. So, oh, here's actually a Mitsubishi bumper. Awesome. And we got this one, and that one, and that one. So we got, is that Varys? Yeah, Varys. And spoiler options. Well, we've got quite a few spoiler options. That's a very discreet one. That looks like the Mitsubishi before it became an Evo. Wow. We've got some big ass spoilers with this one. And a spare wheel on the top there. And no big ass spoiler. And nothing. Again, it looks really odd like it's got no spoiler. It looks like the days before it became an Evo. It's just the standard Lancer. Got some mud flaps. Can't go a rally car without mud flaps. Looks the part. So we've got a few, looks like some roof scoop options. I don't know what's different there. We've got like a couple of bonnet pins, I think they are. A couple of little bits and pieces moved about on the bonnet there. So yeah, good customization with this one as well. If you haven't noticed, I do like the Jaguar S-Type R a lot. You could probably tell. I wish for it in nearly every single wishlist video, and you can see my profile pictures in this Type R. Again, it sounds exactly the same as it did in Horizon 3. So Again, it just feels like it's never gone. It feels like it's never been missing. Whoa, breakaways, anyway, yeah. I love this blue. You can't have a game without Mitsubishi, though. Although I know we're 22 minutes into the video already, there's probably not a lot of you watching this at all. If you are, then thank you very much. But obviously you like my videos, but obviously if you haven't watched, then obviously I've done something wrong. But at this point, I do have a question. Do you think Toyota will return? Now we thought that Mitsubishi had followed the route of Toyota and decided that being licensed in video games is detrimental to their real-life car sales. But obviously they've changed their mind. I actually said a couple of days, me and Carno16 had a discussion where we thought that maybe Mitsubishi may have changed their mind due to this game actually became a recommended buy from Auto Express, the magazine. It became a recommended buy, this game. So maybe Mitsubishi decided that, oh, actually, we've came out of a game that's pretty good and we could use this for licensing, and everyone's wanting this car, these Mitsubishis back, so they brought it back. So hopefully Toyota will have the same idea. So now we've got the Mitsubishi Evo 8 MR and then the Evo 9. So the Evo 8 first of all, let's go and take a look at this. So hopefully, as I mentioned, hopefully Toyota will decide that they're being morons. I thought I'd just keep it in that colour. It's a grey silver. I think only just about passed from being a chrome in the menu. So yeah, we can hopefully get the Toyota Supra, the new one and the old one. I'd love to have those cars back. I miss them a lot. Even the older, is it 2000 GT? The old Toyota, the 60s classic. That's a beautiful car. We need that car back immediately. But unfortunately, yeah, we haven't seen that since Horizon 2. Shame. But we all still have hope that this game will reveal Toyota and bring it back to life. Right, so let's check it out, the customization. We've got the Forza one, we've got this one, this one, this one, and this one. I actually quite like the City West one, that looks pretty good. And then we've got the spoilers, we've got quite a few spoilers actually. We've got this one here, which is definitely sort of based off the rally car. Even though that spoiler is pretty ugly, I'd bring that a lot further back to the end of the boot lid. And take the spoiler off again as well, like the previous car. But again, look, we've got an exhaust that's got no insides. I don't know what's going on there. They keep doing that lately. So here we've got a few bumper options and things, so lots of customization. awesome. I quite like the one with the fogs. I mean, those fog lights are massive. Like having street lamps attached to the bonnet. Let's give this another drive up to the house. I know this video is not exactly very detailed, but it's literally just a showcase, really, of just showing what's arrived in the game. Sounds a little bit meatier than I remember. Again, it just feels like these cars have never gone. It feels like they've always been here. It feels weird that they even went in the first place. Whoa, four-wheel understeer. Hey, a rally car, you can go off-roading. Why not? It's a shame these cars do all sound the same though. I would imagine they would sound slightly different. But then again, that's the same issue with the Subarus. Like the Legacy in this game sounds exactly the same as the Impreza, but the Impreza has a ginormous exhaust on the back, where the Legacy only has two like small little pipes. So why they sound exactly the same, I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense. Although the Legacy would sound similar, but it would sound like a lot quieter, a lot more muffled. As it's got like teeny little exhaust bolts at the end, rather than having ginormous one massive exhaust. Stop! Overjudged that slightly. Obviously, the problem is with these cars is the fact they do suffer from quite bad turbo lag. A lot of the time, you put your foot down and nothing. Suddenly, as soon as the turbo starts spinning up, you go launching about hundreds of miles an hour really quickly. Exaggerated, obviously. Yeah, you felt that then when I tried to do a little bit of a J-turn, you saw that it did struggle. Right, so now we've got the 2006 Evo 9 MR. Hopefully we can change, I might change the colour to something a bit different other than grey this time. Yeah, we've got blue. That blue's really nice. We've got white. I don't know what colour to go for. I do like it in grey. I like it in blue. Oh, I don't know what to go for. Red's a bit different, but I don't know whether I like it in red that much. It looks good. Oh, stuff it. I'll go for red. It looks a bit different, I suppose. And the wheels are black as well to sort of tone the red down a tad. I do like Evos. I don't know if you had to say would you like the would you have the Impreza or the Lancer? I'd have no clue, because I like them both. You know, the Subarus are like I'm aiming towards in a way, because they seem a bit rarer, because it feels like every single YouTuber in the world has a Mitsubishi. And also the fact that the Subaru's got a boxer engine and it sounds awesome. So I don't know which one I'd go for. But I love the Mitsubishis. I just noticed there's a body kit down there, so it's going to do it. No. There we go. Right, there is a body kit. So you've got your nice snorkels and all that rally car stuff. Is that a big exhaust as well? Yeah, there's a ginormous exhaust on the back, which is see-through again. What's going on, Forza? You haven't patched the Maserati noise, and you've got invisible exhausts. A bit unusual. Why have I put out of here anyway? I was wondering where the hell I was going. There we go. Have a look at visual upgrades. I'm only taking a look at the visual stuff. Again, like in GTA, I don't upgrade my cars as they're real licensed cars. I like to have them standard for a start. I don't like tuning cars up. And in GTA, I like to make them look as realistic as possible. Anyway, that's off topic. Tuning upgrades, we've got quite a few good-looking bumpers there. Some ugly ones as well, ugly spoilers here. It looks so weird without a spoiler. It really does. It does look like the Galant I was talking about earlier, the VR6, when it hasn't got the spoiler. It is quite off-putting when trying to look at a bumper when you've got exhaust that's invisible like that. It's totally irritating, but yeah, we've got quite a few bumper options there. That's good. We've got a couple of side skirts. I'm trying to whiz through this a tad just because I'm dragging this video out a bit too long. I don't want to drag it out too long because I want it to upload before 12 o'clock tonight. Then I don't have to overlap any videos. Unfortunately, the GTA video will have to be out tomorrow. Anyway, let's give this a drive. I'm not quite sure whether red's a good colour for this or not. see where there are a couple of facelift changes when moving to the Evo 8 to 9. Top Gear they look exactly the same, which, yeah, it does look extremely similar, but you can tell by the back bumper looks quite a bit different. The front looks pretty much exactly the same, but the back looks, the back bumper, just where the exhaust is and the back bumper, that sort of level on the bumper looks a lot different. Really well. It doesn't suffer from the understeer that the other one did. But it feels like it anyway, unless it's just good on going around different corners and I seem to know the handling a bit better now. I might have changed the colour of this, I might change it to blue. There we go, there's that one. And let's check out the last car of this DLC, the Evo 10. The last ever Evo, unless they decide to screw the head on correctly and bring a new Evo in. I like this car a lot as well. Now, what colour do I go for with this? Again, I don't really like it in white. Don't really do it any justice. The silvers look odd in this game, and also in the menu they look like chrome, and it irritates me. I may have some kind of OCD of some kind. Black looks good, but that's just like a brownie black. I didn't realise it had like a brownie tinge to it before. I think it has to be blue. The blue looks amazing. I'm really going for blue, grey and black cars. I do like that colour on cars. Blue, black and grey. Red suits some cars. Green, nah, not a lot of cars. Only very old classical cars like the MG Midget from last week and a couple of cars like that. Right, let's take a look at the customization upgrades. No body kit, surprisingly. Custom upgrades. I'm loving that colour. That is absolutely beautiful. We've got first, we've got the front bumpers. We've got this one. Whoa, that kind of looks like an Audi bumper with a crossover. Yeah, an Audi bumper, an Audi grille, without the Audi badge and the grille facing itself. Then we've got this one that looks mental, and then we've got this one that looks like a Forza boring one. And then we've got the huge spoiler that's definitely a very drift wing, boring Forza one, and a very odd looking spoilerless option. And we've got a bumper down here, we've only got one, surprisingly, which is effectively a colour coded version with a bit more droop to it. It looks good though. I like the way it wraps around the exhaust. Man, we've got a few Forza side skirts going on here. So we've got a couple of real life ones, and we've got a couple of Forza ones which has got mud flaps, no mud flaps, and there's something going on around here, but I can't see what's actually going on. Side street skirts, what's actually going on? Oh, you can't see it, but actually up here is police lights. Ah, brilliant, police lights. Yeah, you need police lights on this thing. This is what we use in real life for our high-speed pursuit cars. Awesome. We've got some nice little bonnets and fog lamps and roof scoops to make a rally car. So you can make either a rally car or you can make a police car. Brilliant. I need to make my own police car and find someone who's made a police livery on some of these cars, because, yeah, I haven't done that yet. I can imagine again it's going to sound exactly the same as the others. And it does. But of course, as you can tell, it has a flappy paddle gearbox, which means the gearbox shifts a lot quicker than it would do the manual, obviously. And there we go. There are the new 7 Mitsubishis we'll receive in this DLC. Of course, we have to wait a couple of days until the car pass cars come out. Quite an interesting one this week. We've got the Porsche, both Porsches actually. We've got the 938 and the Carrera S. So yeah, looking forward to that. I do love the sound of Porsches. They make amazing engine sounds. And yeah, looking forward to that. Whoa! Yeah, that was close. We've got some quite old-fashioned cars in this DLC this month. With the old, sort of very infamous cars, to be honest, like the Hillman Imprint, the old Bedford Transit van. Yeah, well, I was a bit harsh earlier saying they were kind of pointless. They're not pointless. It's just that I can't see many people driving them as they are quite slow. But I like to drive anything. As long as it's not Hot Wheels or Hooligan, I'm fine. And there we go. There are all the cars we've received. Now, of course, there's going to be a couple of YouTubers out there that maybe even myself, we might find some engine sounds that have been changed in this game. Unfortunately, they haven't changed the Maserati's one. That's probably the one that bugs me the most out of all the car sounds. That's the one that really, really, really shakes me about. But there are a couple of there, like Ferrari, Enzo Ferrari. I got in trouble the other day for calling it just the Ferrari Enzo. The Ferrari Enzo Ferrari, that car sounds horrible in this game, as well as the Maserati MC12. That also sounds horrible, but hopefully they'll change that in this update. But I don't know what car sounds they've changed. We'll leave that for other YouTubers and myself. I'll have a little investigate and see what's happened with what's changed, and maybe I might make a video out of it. But then, there we go. Thank you very much for watching this video today. I hope you are just as happy as I am to receive these fantastic Mitsubishis. Which one is your favourite? I can't say which one's my favourite, to be honest. That's a hard question for me to answer. So we've got all of these apart from the Evo 10, which I just driven. The Evo 10 is one of my favourites. I like the way it looks. The Evo 9 is one of my favourites because it's just awesome. The GTO, the 3000 GTO, that's one of my favourites because it's got a V6. It's amazing. And the Galant's one of my favourites for nostalgic reasons when I've played my first ever racing game, Gran Turismo 4. If it wasn't for Gran Turismo 4, I don't think I'd be playing this game right now. Probably. I probably would be, but I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video today. Again, let me know your favourite one down below. Thank you very much for watching again, and hopefully I'll see you probably Thursday when the Car Pass cars come out. And thank you again. Bye!